All right, there we are. All right, welcome to another episode of Conversations with KFLO. I am having this podcast in order to inspire, encourage, and empower you to live life better with information for transformation and elevation. Please follow me on Facebook, the Gram, TikTok, YouTube at I am KFlowK. And if you need a stylist, you can follow me at K Styles U on Instagram. Please show me love with your likes, tags, and shares. As usual, we gonna get in my business, your business, and everybody's business. Tonight, my guest is Denson, the CEO of Fly Conic Clothing. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this show in real quick because you busy. You got to get back to making your coins.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so tonight's topic is being an entrepreneur. And first of all, just tell us where you're from and what you do.
Brandon Denson, CEO, Flaconic Clothing Brand, creative designer, entrepreneur, businessman, father. I'm from South Dallas, Texas.
What? Not to sound dizzy.
Sunny South.
Sunny
You know
South.
it. You know it.
What it is. All right. So first off, I'm glad I actually saw you on the fire session. That's where I first saw you. Didn't know anything about Fly Conic until
Right.
I saw that show. So
Right.
from there, I was like,
Shout
yeah,
out. Shout out to Ken and
Big Kid.
Big Ken, man, Fire Session, the whole crew, man, they some good people. I really enjoyed my time on that show.
Yeah, they're the ones that helped me, get my situation set up. So I owe them a big, big, big thank you.
Right,
All right.
kudos to them.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the fire session. Okay, first off, so when I went to your page, it blew my just tell me first of all, how did you come up with the name? And how did you come up with the logo? Because it is so dope.
Appreciate you. So it was just God sent. I always had a passion for fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I always been a businessman since I could remember, since I was like 9 years old. I was washing cars, pumping gas, selling snacks in school. Just always been in. Fashion became a part of me when I was a kid because I used to draw a lot.
Okay.
I was real in tune with the culture for his, sneakers and Martin, Fresh Prince, big basketball and football fan. I had an obsession with Michael Jordan and, just things of that nature. And I just ran with it. So Flaconic comes from like my obsession with airplanes and things that can fly, like life in the air. And
Oh,
yeah. So angels and astronauts and birds and planes and things in the air. Being above everything. And then just I'm a very spiritual person, so for as heaven and wings and things, stuff like that.
okay.
So I put iconic with it because iconic is something that lasts. It's timeless. It lasts a lifetime. And I blended it together and came up with Flaconic.
That is so dope. So you clicked that somewhere where I wasn't even thinking about. So when I
Right.
think fly, I think like, fly is in fashion, like fly
No.
out. Like
Right.
yours is that. See, that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
that's not even where I went with that. That's really dope. You're a dope dude. You're a dope dude.
Right. Thank you.
So you mentioned you've been into this since you were kids. So you one of those little kids in church that always had on like a full suit.
No. My situation wasn't the best. I grew up in poverty like a lot of people.
Mhm.
So but what it did was it inspired me to dream. So when I knew I was able to be responsible for my own situation,
Mhm.
or is the clothes I wear and be able to afford the things I like,
Mhm.
I said I was going to create them and I wanted to see them on other people. Because as I was coming into my own, a lot of people compliment, oh, I like the way you dress, I like the way you smell, I like the way you carry yourself. I'm like, I can make a living off this, you know. So I just
Because
decided to run with it.
the Bible say your gifts will make room for you.
Right.
That's what the word say. So what made okay, so you always like fashion. So what made you actually want to open up a full service? Because you do screen printing,
I do screen print, embroidery. I
embroidery.
sell sneakers. I dress. I style people. I'm not as cold as you with it, but for
Oh
street
yeah.
fashion, yeah, yeah, you do your thing. But for street fashion and urban, I design a lot of people. So I'm
Okay.
just in tune with the culture, and I have an obsession for my brand, and I just want to see everybody that I come across, or just everybody in the world wearing my brand, whether I'm doing their own custom print or they wearing Flyconic. It's just that simple.
Right. Yeah, I just think that's awesome. It's awesome to me how you took your vision of what you had inside of you as a kid, and you like took that to a whole nother level. Do
Right.
you have a partner that partners with you, or did you go
Uh,
by
I, I
yourself?
I don't. I have a small team, but other than that, it's just me every day. Like as you see, we friends online. I flood everybody's timeline every day with merchandise, um, with positive information.
And you create
Um,
all the designs on your own?
yes, I do. Me and my partner Kevin. Kevin, he works for me. He's a graphic designer and custom print guy. He been
Okay.
with me. Flyconic 10 years old. He been with me like 9 years.
Okay. Now, see, because I used to have a T-shirt brand as well, but I never.
Right.
It was really, and I'm sure you know this. It was very hard for me to get off the ground because I didn't have. I didn't. First of all, I was learning everything on my own, and I
Right.
didn't have a partner. I didn't know, who to reach out to or anybody to help me. So the brand kind of just faded because I'm like, man, this is a lot, for one
Right.
person who, is self-taught. I was trying to learn everything and hustle on my own. So I just was like, man, this is not working. I tried it. I gave it 5 years. After 5 years, I said, okay, Kim, let's do something else.
Right.
Still love it. Like I'm a creator just like you. I wish I could draw. I tried to get into graphic design, but again, trying to be self-taught,
Right.
that stuff is hard.
Right.
Okay, so tell me some of the obstacles that you faced when you first got started. Like, what were some of the brick walls that you hit? Because I know you hit some brick walls.
Absolutely. It's very hard, especially being a young black man. My credit wasn't where it needed to be at the time, so I couldn't get any funding.
Mm,
Um, being a dad, uh, man, a lot. Working two and three jobs at a time, but I knew that this is my purpose, and I
mm-hmm,
understand that nothing that you really want, that you really love, comes easy. So even till today, I'm built for hard times. Like hard, I'm just different when it comes to hard times. Like I don't get down on myself. My faith in God,
mm-hmm,
my spirit is just always every day. I'm just happy, up, positive, even when I get bad news because I know pouting, being letting anxiety get to you, letting stress don't do anything for you.
mm-hmm.
So you making it harder on yourself.
Right.
So I keep a positive, mindset through anything. But hard times, I've been through hard times my whole life. The last 4 years I've been successful, but prior to that, poverty, I'm dyslexic. A lot of people don't know that. Colorblind, but it's
Wait.
yeah, I know. I said that on the fire session, and a lot of people was just like, "How?" Like, but that's what I have a small team for.
Okay.
So they help me with colors and
That
anything you want to do, you can do. You know,
right. That goes to show that you can't let any disabilities or any shortcomings or anything stop you because
right.
what's your purpose of God, if God has put that thing in you, He's gonna see that it's gonna come to pass.
Correct.
And I'm so happy that you actually had a team, because a lot of people, especially single sole proprietorships, they
Mhm.
fail because they don't ever get the team. It's like they get burned out. Because that's what happened to me. I just got burned out. I said, look, I
Right.
can't do all of this by myself.
But you shouldn't be so hard on yourself because that's maybe not God's calling for your life.
Right.
He might be rearranging something, and it's like life is a puzzle, and you just gotta find where you fit. See,
Exactly.
me, I'm obsessed with this. I have given up so much of my life to
Yeah.
become who I am, and I don't feel like I'm up here. A lot of people hold me up here, but it's this just the beginning. I have a really long way to go,
Right.
but I'm still young, and I know that this is my purpose for my life.
Okay. So how old were you when you started?
It was 10. Well, I've been doing, like I say, I've been selling clothes since college, but as far as designing my own
Wait, you
clothing,
sold clothes in college? Whose clothes did you sell in
I
college?
used to go to Ross. I was a reseller. So I used to go to Ross in Burlington, right? I would get my
Hustling.
my little refund check. I was working at churches, and I had a work study job where I was taking out the trash in the dorms. So I would get my check, drive back to Dallas, go to Big T, get white T-shirts, go to Harry Hines, because at that time, '05, '06, white tees was really big,
Yes.
and
Those
and
big
just
ones.
fitted hats. So I would buy in socks. So I would buy all that stuff, drive back to Marshall, Texas, and I had a rack, and I would just put it in my dorm room. On Friday nights, I would have food in there, and just let people come shop and buy stuff before they go to parties.
That's a true hustle.
Yeah,
That is a true hustle. So you've been nonstop in the game for a minute. You know what? Let me just say this. Congratulations to you, brother. As a black man, I have to commend you on your hustle, and I have to commend you on doing something legal.
right,
Right, because with the story that you had or the background that you had, you could have easily taken a different road. So
right.
my hats, my braids off to you,
Thank
sir,
you,
for doing things the right way. So y'all hear
thank you.
that? And if y'all watch on Instagram, you can see my guests fully on Facebook Live or YouTube. Of course, I can't show them on Instagram because it's the gram, but go Facebook Live or YouTube and you can watch the whole show. Okay, so my next question for you now, I'm a big customer service person, right?
Right.
Customer service today is trash. I've done several shows on it and I'll probably do some more. So for you, how important is customer service to you?
It's my business. It's everything. Cause these people, you have to look at life like this. You in business, I do what I love every day for a living. And then you have people that work jobs that hate what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to value their dollar. So, I mean, customer service, I'm nothing without the customers. So I take a
Right.
lot of pride. I take a lot of pride that nobody owes me nothing. I don't go into business and create product thinking that, oh, you gonna buy this because you owe me and this is what it is. I'm humble. I'm aware of everything. So you supporting me means everything to me. I don't care if you buying a $35 T-shirt to, you know, I have people that spend $20,000 with me on custom print. $10,000 on sneakers
Mm-hmm.
and outfits. So
$10,000 on sneakers?
yeah, I had a
Oh,
customer during Christmas that yeah, it was 13,000 in Miami.
wow. On some custom sneakers?
No, just a bunch of sneakers and clothes
Wow.
for him and his family.
Wow. And probably because, and I'm sure he heard from you word of mouth,
I
right?
met him on Instagram.
You met him on Instagram.
Right.
Wow. And so from that, you established a customer base for somebody
Correct.
in another state.
Yeah, he still shop today.
Wow. That is amazing. So that lets me know that you're leaving a big impression on people.
And, and
Either
when
it's your content or your personality or your business model. Like
I'm a
people
people
are
I'm a
repeat.
people person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I don't like when I deal with customers online or via text or direct message, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to. I like to call them. So I always say, send me your number so you can hear the passion in my voice,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll have an understanding of who you sending this money to. Because you can
Right.
have somebody sending you $300 for some sneakers. That's a lot of money.
It
And,
is.
and so many people out here scamming. Me, I'm not hard to find. I'm gonna send you the address. You got my personal number. You got my business number. Cause it means everything for me to get my product on your back. The faster I get it, I know you're gonna come spend more with me.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you this question. So, did you have any capital when you first started off, or was everything just because you mentioned that your credit wasn't good? So, you did
Super
everything
broke.
with your own money,
Super broke.
super broke.
Super broke.
So how did you get like your first machine? Did you buy your first screen
I,
printing
I, I,
machine?
I had an apartment. I lost my apartment. So income tax time came around. I was getting a lot of business. I ended up buying the machine. I got my employee, told him to stop working his job. I was going to work two jobs to make sure we could print in his garage every day. So I had a small office.
Mm-hmm.
I slept in the office for 9 months and took showers at the gym. That's a true story. Swear to you. Took showers at the gym. Didn't get much sleep. Slept in there about 2 3 hours. Worked the job. Got all my supplies. Took it to him. Met with customers. Back and forth between for nine. It was actually 10.5 months. Saved enough money to go get another apartment. And then that's how when I got the other apartment, I was able to quit my job, save my money to build a savings to take my business to the next level. I never till today, I co-own a Subway. I never had a loan from a bank in my life.
What?
Never. And I'm not saying this to impress anybody. I'm just very cheap. So
I
yeah. So I'm
would say
very
she's
cheap,
frugal. Frugal. You're very smart with
frugal.
your money.
Frugal. I only spend money on like my kids and my family. Like, but when it come to me, I'm not spending no money.
Right.
I don't care. I wear my own clothes. I sell
Right.
shoes. That's the
Right.
only thing I like. Outside of that, maybe candles, and I'm gonna start making them.
I'm not mad at you, brother. I am not mad.
Yeah.
Okay, see now I'm inspired. I'm truly inspired. It's been tough. Like I said, when I tried the t-shirt thing, I just knew I was like, okay, God, this is it. This is my life. This is my passion. And I was truly passionate
But
about
but can I tell you something?
it. What?
I just lost 15 pounds, right? And I'm gonna tell you everything how life works. I go to the gym 6 times a week. Everything that you want in life comes from pain, comes from
Mm-hmm.
struggle, comes
Mm-hmm.
from adversity. Nothing that you want is gonna come easy. Nothing
Agree.
that you want gonna come easy. So
Agree.
going into anything that you choose to do, you have to know that you're gonna have to go to hell to get to heaven.
Right.
It's just it's life is simple. We make it hard and we want things to be handed to us. It's not gonna work like that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you have to be willing to go to war for what you want.
absolutely. My point was sometimes I'd be like, Lord, can you just make this one flow like just easy, like just one
Cause,
time?
cause, cause, cause if it was easy, we all be doing it.
Well, that's true. That's true. But you got some hard working people out here. It's just like, come on, Jesus.
It's like me. I thought I would be a millionaire now. We close to it,
Mm-hmm.
but God know that I really want it, so He gonna put me through it to get it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
with that being said, and when I get it, it still ain't gonna be enough. I'm gonna want 100 million.
Right. You don't want
Then
more.
after that, I'm gonna want 1 billion.
Right.
But it's painful to get there.
I listen. I feel you. I'm on a
Right,
very painful journey right now, so I get it.
right.
I think do have one last question. So, what would you tell somebody? I guess other than working hard and sticking with it, what is something that you would tell somebody who has a dream or who has a career goal in mind, and they just don't know quite where to start or how to start? What would you say?
You have to take a lot of time away for yourself. Really get to know yourself and put God in everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spiritual. Everybody, have their own little thing, but I pray a lot. I meditate a lot. I spend a lot of time by myself to be able to focus on what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And most of all, you have to write that stuff out. If you have plans, dreams, and goals, write those things out and check those things off. That's very important, and
Yeah,
it comes with a lot of sacrifice. If you really want it, you're gonna give up everything, anything that's standing in your way to get where you're trying to go. It's just that simple.
totally agree. I totally agree. Okay, well, sir, this has been great. And the only reason I'm cutting this short because I know you got to make some more money, so I'm gonna let you go.
Say, I really appreciate you for that. God bless you.
So, if so, guys, if you know any other black businesses, please put them in the comments, like, tag, and share this information. Go follow. Oh, give us your all your Instagram and your Facebook handles. All the
Oh, Instagram is Flyconic. That's FLYKONIC. Flyconic. FLYKONIC. Follow on Instagram. Website, flyconic.com. The same spelling, flyconic.com. We get your ship outs in 3 business days. Facebook, Brandon Denson, BRANDON DENSON. And then Flyconic Clothing on Facebook, TikTok, Flyconic. Flyconic everything, man.
iconic everything. I would like. Let me see. We got Kenneth was in the house. Benji was in the house watching the show. Gina in the house watching the show.
Man, shout out to the fire session, man.
Shout
They good
out to the
people.
fire session. Oh, Gina said she met you at John Millie Bryant hanging with her children.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I did.
Gina
I
with
did shirts. I did shirts. For that event with the Mavericks that they had there, and I just went there to show my support and spend time with the kids.
all right, that's what's up. Okay, well, I promise you, sir, I'm gonna let you go. So, y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Conversations with KFLO. Peace out. Love y'all. See y'all in a couple of weeks. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. As usual, y'all go be great. I want to be and need to be the greatest me that I can be. So, y'all be great and go tune in, not next week, but the week after. And I will have another special guest who's going to come with a whole lot of information. So, I am ready for Mr. Johnny Mack is going to be in the building. So, I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Peace out.